Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of Displacement Garage. And I think the main purpose of this video is just going to give you a brief overview of vehicles we have and what we're going to be doing. I think the main thing is whenever I'd go to YouTube looking for specific videos on my X5 or the Raptor, or even sometimes my Silverado, there was just not that great of content out there. So I figured if I'm going to do the work, I might as well videotape it. So this is the first episode, so we're just going to give a brief overview of kind of what's going on and what our plans are for the summer. So you might want to like, subscribe, hit those buttons below, comment. Let me know what you'd like to see as far as any of these vehicles. Also, there's a vehicle that belongs right here that you're going to see in the second episode. So I'm not going to give that away, but tune in. That'll be released right after this video as well. So the first vehicle on the channel is my wife's BMW X5. It's a 2013. Has been a phenomenal vehicle. It's been great. Few things on it. Did have to update a few things as far as the coolant expansion tank. Did do the spark plugs and the 100,000 mile tune-up, even though I think we're at about 92,000 on this. So let's see here. Yep, 92,000 miles. So car's been great, but there are a few things that we have taken care of. Like I said, I did do the spark plugs, did do the valve cover gasket, as well as the oil pan gasket. 100,000 mile maintenance is basically done, but what we do want to look at is probably doing the electric water pump on this. But other than that, that's really about it for this thing. So been a great vehicle, but just trying to do some of that preventative maintenance stuff so we don't run into issues later on. So let me pop the hood. So we have, like I said, we have done the spark plugs. We did do kind of the PCV valve that's in the actual valve cover itself, so have gotten that done and complete as well. Did replace a coolant expansion tank. So the newer ones do have kind of the two arrows. So if you look in your vehicle and you don't have those are susceptible to failing. So these did run about $200 at the BMW dealership. But did get one of those and swapped it out and did do the bleed procedure on it as well. So this car has been pretty good. So this is the first one on the channel that we're going to work on a little bit. Little things here and there, mainly just maintenance, maybe some detailing stuff on this. But really, this car has been pretty solid. So let's move on to the next one, the Raptor. So this Raptor I picked up about 3 months ago. Really haven't driven it much. My wife's actually driven it a lot more than I have. So she tends to commandeer some of the vehicles that I have. So I think I've only driven this a handful of times. And in fact, you can see my wife's about 5 foot tall. So let's get her on. Let's get off her memory seat and get on my memory seat. So there we go. Get me number one here. Looks like some McDonald's straws and everything, but did pick this up 125,000 miles almost on this. Did do the blend door on this. Do have a few other things. I think the biggest thing for this vehicle we want to do is the shock exchange program. Put an exhaust on it. I did do a Roush intake. I did do all 16 spark plugs with the Ruthium NGKs in there, as well as MSD wires on it. So did a little bit of that, but this thing runs awesome. So this truck is great. So haven't seen a lot of Gen 1 stuff on YouTube, so I'm going to do a little bit more of that on there as well. So let's pop the hood. This thing runs so good after that tune-up. So I may take some people through that. If that's something you want to see, comment below. But this truck has been great. One thing that we do need to do on this, though, is we do need to replace the seat heaters. So for whatever reason, the lights stay on, but the seat doesn't heat. So it's not really a short. I did replace the module under the passenger seat, and that didn't seem to fix it. So that was a cheap route. It was $30, easy to get to. Gave it a shot, didn't work. So we'll pull these seats out and pull the bottom pad off. Put in new seat heaters, which I already have from Ford. A pair of them were like $94, so nothing too bad there. But that's really the only thing on there, except we do want to do the suspension. So as you guys know, all the Raptors have Fox shocks on them, and this one already has been to Texas Shock Works, but I am going to pull these off and get them rebuilt, or I'm going to use their shock exchange program to do that as well, just to get kind of a better feeling. They're starting to get a little bounce in them. So underneath the hood, like I said, we did do a Roush intake, did all the maintenance as far as the fluids, all that. Do need to clean it up a little bit, but did do the MSD spark plugs, and like I said, the ruthenium spark plugs and the MSD wires. But we do have 16 spark plugs on here, so 4 on the top, and then it crosses over, and then below the exhaust you have 4 down there, so you have 16 in total on that. So took a little bit of time. It took me about 6 hours to clean everything up and get it done right, but man, it runs great. So this truck will be on the channel quite a bit, not only for some detailing stuff, but also for maintenance stuff. We are going to get new tires on this. The BF Goodwrench are just a little too loud and aggressive for me, so we're going to put some Goodyears on there and do that. Some of the other things do have a deck system in the back, as well as a DZ soft tailgate drop. So this has been really great as far as working construction, being able to throw some of my tools and stuff in there, just in case I never ever need to be on site doing some stuff. I can pull that out, even though I'm mainly an office guy, but if I have to, throw some boots on. So that truck is going to be another main part of the channel as well. And then last but not least is a Silverado. So 250,000 miles, 2008 Chevy Silverado. Have done a lot of stuff to this. Man, put a whole new cooling system, basically did the valve covers, spark plugs, all that. Did get some fender flares on it. We have to do some rust repair in the back. Did put some new Goodyear tires on there. So the new Goodyear Wrangler ATSs have been great. Try to open up this hood here one-handed. So we have put a new alternator, idler gears, whole new cooling system as far as cooling expansion tank, new battery, new radiator, as well as hoses and clamps. So really the funny thing is, the only thing that's wrong with this is it's got a front diff leak. So we may pull that front diff and get that rebuilt, but other than that, that truck's just kind of the shop truck. So like I said, like, subscribe, comment below, but look for the Vehicle Galette goes right in here. That's probably going to be the most content of the channel, as well as the Raptor. So guys, it's my first shot using my GoPro here. Should get some better stuff on the way here, but if you do like any of these vehicles or want to see some comments as far as some stuff done maintenance wise, definitely like, subscribe. Like I said, comment below. I'll read through all the comments as well. All right guys, have a good one.